podcast.
Yes, finally back at it.
I didn't look up what episode it was.
No idea. I lost track like since the third episode.
You think we're on this far? Do you think we're recorded in the episode?
No, I thought we'd give up after the third one.
Me too. I didn't think we'd get this far. But it's just kind of addicting.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I have a good laugh every now and then.
This is your careers now.
Podcasting?
So yeah, I'm gonna retire pretty soon.
I put in my 2 week notice.
We're with Nick Averly again.
What's up?
With a good back this time.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to introduce him anymore.
No.
How many times is that? Like 5, 6?
5, 6, yeah, probably.
Around there?
People still don't know me.
So they hard to find to say your last name.
Burley.
There you go. So how you guys been?
Pretty good.
Gucci, chilling.
Yeah. So Avery just told me he finished school.
Yeah, I'm done for this semester. Just finished like yesterday.
School.
It's not. I don't see the big deal of like different schools now. It just seems like they're all the same.
As long as you get your education, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore to me.
It only matters if you're like 18, 19 years old, freshman in college. Once you grow up though, you're just like, alright,
Yeah.
fuck with it.
The real world don't care.
Once you're an adult, you're just like, alright, do I get a job now?
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Like we all in this past year all moved to the city. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No, I was the first one, and then it was Damien,
Yeah.
then you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. We all migrated to the city from the small towns.
It's just another.
I walked here.
Hitchhiked.
Oh, your first podcast was in my room.
Yeah. So look at us now.
Needed pillows.
Yeah. Hopefully forget this time.
Our cameraman has been messing up.
My bad. At least it's not like that one David podcast where like the audio was messed up.
That wasn't my fault. That was not my fault. That was David's. So you can't blame me for that one.
No, it was just a bad podcast. Like I didn't get the video, and then the audio was all messed up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. So, I don't know. This is probably gonna be out soon, but you guys' video of testing the Navajo tea. That was pretty funny. I liked it.
I haven't drinking tea, so.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he was the first time drinking
That's
tea.
crazy to me. Like, how do you not drink tea?
Yeah.
Like I've been drinking tea since I was a kid.
Like,
Yeah.
I've tasted tea before, but I've never actually liked it. It's just.
You never liked sweet tea? Like sweet tea? Like McDonald's sweet tea?
No.
What?
It was shocking me when you were like, "Do I put this in here?" I'm like, "What? Oh my god!"
Oh!
No, I've never drinking tea. Like,
It seriously tripped me out. I'm like, "What?"
never. Yeah, it's just like I never really liked the taste of it. It just was like off.
So would you rather drink coffee than tea?
Yeah,
That's crazy to me. I'd rather drink tea than coffee.
I'm more of a coffee guy.
I was more of a tea person. Like I used to love sweet tea. To be honest, McDonald's, that was my go-to. Like
Yeah.
whenever I went there.
Get a McDouble and some fries.
Some
and
sweet
a
tea.
Yeah.
Oh, and it would be like 90% ice, and a little bit of sweet tea.
It's just like I would like some sweet tea.
It's like the
ice.
Lay's bag where it's all air.
Yeah.
Like the bottom fourth is chips.
Just mainly ice instead of tea. But someone still serves it.
Like if you think about businesses, like now that I'm older, like everybody's a scam artist.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like this guy.
don't you feel like that? Like all businesses are scams now.
I saw this one video of like this dude that was like had like a medium, large, and an extra large cup, and then like he poured the substances into each cup, and there's only like a little bit difference in each one of them, just because of how the cup is shaped. It's basically like the same amount of a medium than of a large.
Really?
Yeah, just because like a medium is straight up and down.
Yeah.
But a large, it goes
skinny,
and then it goes big up here. It's basically just like.
But it's for the cup holder. Like if it was just big around, you know those big like thirst buster drinks at Circle K?
Yeah. You remember those?
Those wouldn't fit in the cup holder.
I feel like they're not including the ice.
That's true.
They put a
Because
bunch of ice in
yeah,
there. You
bunch
gotta
of
put a bunch of
ice.
ice in there.
Ice adds a lot of density.
Like just
to
water.
That's
just
whenever.
water.
That's why whenever I go anywhere, I order easy ice because I know like ice takes
'Cause
up a
you're
lot
easy?
of space.
Oh.
Not even. Anyway,
This is easy ice. It's like low ice or like.
it's easy ice. That's what you say. That's the
So-
proper term.
So it's almost as easy as blowing a good vape cloud.
I don't even have that out anymore. Oh man.
Why are you talking shit about my cloud?
These clouds are mint.
I don't think it was even a cloud. It was like mist.
I wouldn't even call it that. Invisible thought came out. So it's like when you like it's cold outside and you breathe. And
It's not
it's-
even that much. It's like
It's like a little baby cloud.
it's like if you
It's
heat
a
up
rain
some.
cloud.
It's like if you heat up something in a microwave and the little comes out. That's what it was.
Avery's like, I bring the thunder. Oh man. Ugh.
That was. A
So do you
funny
feel like vaping's better than cigarettes?
No.
Or like regular tobacco?
Well, it depends on if it's a jewel, then no. But everything else is probably fine.
Yeah, I think. Well, it depends, cause like vaping, you can have different concentrates of nicotine, like levels
Yeah.
of nicotine. Which I know, like a lot of smokers, they switched to vaping and they had like a high level of nicotine. They used to smoke like a lot of cigarettes, but then like they started a high dosage of nicotine and then throughout time slowly lower their dosage. So like it's kind of a way to quit smoking, but not really quit smoking.
Yeah.
So, nicotine addiction, I like it. So, I don't vape no more. It gave me hell acne.
Did it really?
Yeah. Well, I smoked CBD, and I don't know if it was just because of the one I got.
It's because of all the soda. Oh.
I don't drink soda anymore. But yeah, like the CBD I got, I bought it from a smoke shop, but I'm not sure if it's FDA approved. I don't think any of them.
I don't think
No,
really
no,
none
no.
of
It's so unregulated.
Yeah.
Me being in my field,
Yeah.
like a lot of it's not regulated. Like people off the street could sell like a kid like the gas stations could sell it.
Yeah,
Like that's how unregulated it is.
That's why I was just like, okay, well, like I shouldn't have bought it from there, but you know, I don't blame the CD, but I blame where I bought it from.
So from like what I've heard from like my medical side is that CBD is supposed to be like less than 5% THC, but some CBD's been tested to have like upwards of 20% THC.
Really?
Yeah,
I gotta find
because
that.
it's not regulated. Like it's not going to testing.
Yeah.
And like the gas stations are selling it.
But they just say, you know, like,
It's 100% pure THC free, but it
Yeah.
actually has THC in it.
bullshit. Yeah. That's why, like, whenever I buy anything like that, you know, I always ask, like, do you have the lab results? And then they'll pull up the lab results and they'll pull up the percentage of what they have inside of it. That's what I like to do, you know.
Show me the Carfax.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. So you know what you're buying. Speaking of new vehicles.
It's a Tesla. So what's your thoughts on it?
Okay. Well.
Okay, so
That was one of my notes that I put down.
Tesla has a new
Oh,
truck
man.
out, the Cybertruck, and it looks like a Warhawk.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just put like a gunner on the back. It looks like a Halo vehicle.
I could send
From
you
the
meme.
future.
I'll send you the meme to that.
Yeah, I'll post it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because there's sometimes I said I posted, but I never did.
All our videos, you say you'll put a picture up, and there's no picture.
Like once or
I've been
twice I
waiting
did it.
for
Like
it.
once or twice I did it.
So
But I'm more better about editing now, so
some editor.
it doesn't take me long as it used to.
You know, I think I would drive it.
Yeah, I would like to buy one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But typically from like vehicles, you never want to get the first model. You always want to get like the second or third.
model, like
Because like that truck's gonna have problems, and then
Yeah.
they're gonna fix it in the second generation.
I like the headlights.
Do you guys ever see that the Simpsons episode? It's like, I bought the first hover car. And it's all like, barely hovering on the ground and all that. So I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool you bought the first one, but it's really rides shitty. But yeah, this one, I'm really liking how the Tesla car looks.
What's the towing power on that bad boy?
So 10 horses.
Well, stronger than 10 J horses. Not your uncle's horses. Your
Speaking
Jay's
of that,
horses.
do you think there should be like a Mr. Navajo contest?
Yes.
Or are you just like stacking hay?
Yes.
How much wood you can chop in a
it's
minute?
herding sheep, you're just like,
How many sheep you can carry on your shoulder?
So how many cows you can brand?
What's your tie down time? How fast can you get a truck stuck out of mud?
Mud bogging?
How fast can you switch out a chainsaw blade?
So how many mutton ribs you can eat?
All quick?
Just pretend.
Who's the best country dancer?
Who has the best cowboy hat?
Who's got the biggest one?
The best boots?
Who's got the best jewelry?
Most starched pants?
Who's got the best boots? We're running away with this. We're letting the horse go. I'm bringing it back now. Okay.
So, who has the most belt buckles?
So who has the most kids?
Stop it! Oh shit! No! Oh no!
Who are you guys?
You know they say chiefs had many wives. Oh man.
So who's worse, Mormons or natives?
So Mormon natives.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
That one hurt.
Yeah. Okay. I teared up right there. Woo. That was a good one. Let's talk about the future.
Let's talk about the car.
Okay.
Let's talk about
the towing weight.
the towing weight. Okay. So the Tesla truck. The Tesla truck is gonna come in 3 variations. The first variation is gonna be a single motor, rear wheel drive. Second one is gonna be a dual motor, all wheel drive, and then a tri-motor, all wheel drive. The tri-motor is kind of what I want to get, because the tri-motor, that one surprisingly you can get up to 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. A truck, 2.9 seconds.
Okay, so how do you feel about Elon Musk like advertising this truck, but it's not gonna come out until like 3 years later? You think that's like a
It makes people like
excited?
start saving.
Well, well, that, and then I think it's a pretty good design move, because like you get to, instead of releasing your final product and people being, oh, what the fuck, you know, like you get to release a rough draft and be like, all right, let's see what the people think about it, so we can work on what people, you know, like. And
but you never
dislike.
see like Ford or like GMC or Chevy release like trucks 3 years in advance. Like it's always the next year model.
Yeah, that's true.
But then like Ford and GMC, or like GMC and Chevy, like they're so similar. Like I know it's like parent companies, like they're close. But like all trucks look the same, and this is something different. Like it's something outside the box.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a normal truck.
It looks like a box. Oh.
It's outside the box. It looks like a box, but outside the box.
It looks like a lifted Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, like I saw a Lambo the other day on the road, and I was just like, dude, that like lifted just looks like a Tesla truck. I really like it, you know. I like all the specs that it has, you know.
It looks like, remember those things in Boy Scouts that we used to do? Those things where you put on the rails and the girls down. Those box cars. Is it called box cars?
The
No.
wooden things.
Yeah,
that was
like,
a wooden.
Yeah, you like a carve. You had to carve your own wooden like little race car, and then like they have a little slope that goes down, and you have to weigh it down and everything. They give you like little wheels, and if whoever reaches the bottom wins. I forgot what it was called, but
I don't remember, but I forgot all about that until you brought it up.
that's what it looked like.
Elon Musk was a Boy Scout.
Oh. Sometimes I wish my dad was a handyman, because my dad couldn't help me with that. my dad doesn't know how to like do a lot of like construction stuff. Or like
My dad didn't even know I was in Boy Scouts.
I didn't even go to Boy Scouts. But yeah, so The tri-motor, this one, a truck, comes in 3 ranges. So like on a full tank, I guess you could say. The first one, the single motor, goes 250 miles.
Wait, it's electric or is it gas?
Electric.
Oh, okay. It's all electric. It's all electric.
Okay.
So that's why I said I don't say tank, but like.
I know when you said tank, I was like, wait.
That's why I was like tank.
Warhawk.
Oh. It's electric miles per hour. No, what the hell is it called? No. You can just keep going. I'm trying to think.
But yeah, so like the dual motor all-wheel drive can go 300 plus miles in one tank, and that's pretty much what my car does. And on the tri-motor,
Word flex, but okay.
Wait.
Oh.
For $30, I can go 300 something miles in my car. But yeah, so then the tri-motor all-wheel drive, you can go 500 plus miles.
Yeah.
So this thing is pretty much bigger than a normal truck, and it can go 500 plus miles. Like I've only seen that done in like a Super Duty like diesel truck.
So
Okay,
is there
okay.
a diesel version of this?
Okay. So how do you think it's gonna hold up in the res, Damien?
There's no place to charge it.
Ganado, I think Ganado or
Ganado has
Burnside.
Ganado,
Burn?
and I think MV has one.
Yeah.
Oh, again, unless
Wenzel has one.
just
La Posada.
well, Nick's company sold some solid solar panels. So just plug it into that.
It is up. I know how to install that.
It's on NTUA.
They should have put that flabby part. They should have put a solar panel there, so it just charges itself.
It's an option.
I think it's a prototype. Yeah.
You can add on to where like the part that goes down to the bed of the truck. You can add that on to be a solar panel.
Oh, really?
And I think it can charge up to 15 kilowatts per day. So that's actually okay. I don't know how good that really is, but.
Well, it just depends on if it can handle hitting a sheep.
Oh! They say the exterior is bulletproof. Like they showed a video of them actually like shooting it.
Yeah.
And it was like, just bounced right off. But then like they also said like the glass was bulletproof.
Oh, and then Elon like threw the
they tossed that steel ball at it. And
I feel like
and it
that's.
broke.
I feel like
It was staged.
Yeah, I feel like it was staged, but at the same time, I think there's a law where it has to break. Like the windows has to break in case you like need to break in, or
That would make sense.
there's a law that
I think that would make sense.
there's a law that you have to have like breakable windows. But to your question, Avery, I don't know. I think it.
I think it would hold up. How do you think it's gonna be on the washboard?
Oh, I don't know.
It's gonna stay on top.
Oh.
Can
Off
you?
to the side.
My question was, could it fit a sheep in there?
Oh.
Could it go by BIA agents and they wouldn't even know?
So how many bales of hay can you fit back there?
Go wood hauling without a permit.
I don't know. I'd probably be okay, but everybody was gonna be looking at you like, "What the hell is that?"
I like it because like the suspension on there, it has an automatic suspension. To where like you can customize it to where it could be lifted more than a normal truck can. Cause see, look right here. You see that? How it's like lifted high off the ground like that. So if you know how the roads get out there, like the dirt roads, the sides wash out, so the middle rises up really high.
Yeah.
So like if you had a car, you have to drive up on the middle and then the outside edge of the dirt road, just so you don't get high centered. So I think this truck, because you can customize the suspension in there, I think it'd be pretty good out there. Plus those tires look freaking beast, man. Just like, look at this.
Yeah, I just like that it's changing things up, and it's just not the normal truck you would picture. Like it's a new design. I'm all for it.
That's how I am too.
Like I like to try new things. Like I never like to just stay in one way. Especially like trucks the past 10 years. Like I said, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Like you can see a truck pass by and like it could be a Chevy, it could be a Ford, but if you see this on the road, like, oh, that's a Tesla. Like it stands out.
You know, one thing I've noticed too is that like people have been buying Chevy trucks, but they take off the logo, and you could buy like the Ford GMC logo over at like O'Reilly's, and they're putting like GMC stickers on there, like it's a GMC truck, but it's actually like a Chevy or a Ford truck. You know, it doesn't match. I was just like, what? And you could totally play that off, you know, because they do look really the same. You drive around with this thing, it's like, okay.
Where's the hitch? Does it extend out, or is it like sticking out?
One thing, that's a question I had too, right there.
Yeah, see, like is it just magnetic?
Does it come with a trailer?
Oh.
It looks like it does. It just like come out like that.
Probably comes out the bottom somewhere.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I'm trying to picture like people hauling like horse trailers or whatever in this, and I think it's possible.
I'm just excited for the future. Like, it just makes you happy that we're improving in our technology, and this is actually possible. Like a full electric truck.
A full electric.
Yeah, see, look right there. There's like a little slot
underneath right there.
Yeah, can you zoom in?
With like insane miles, like.
Yeah, it does look like it just extends out.
It's like 200 like miles per charge or something like that, right?
Yeah, 200 to 500 miles.
That's insane.
I wonder how long it takes for it to get to full charge. Like how many hours?
So I've actually looked that up. If you use the Tesla charger, supercharger, it takes 45 minutes to an hour.
The full charge?
Yeah, but thing is, you only pay $7.
Jesus.
So
I'm gonna get Tesla.
Yeah, for like per charge, like for the electric.
Yeah, to be able to run the electric to your vehicle, like it's a sacrifice, you know.
Yeah.
Like, would you rather pay like $70-$80 to fill up a gas tank for your truck, or and then get up and go real quick, or would you like just chill for like an hour and pay $7 and fill up a whole truck and possibly go further? It's a trade-off, you know. It's pros and cons. It's a lifestyle change that you would have to make, but $7 for a full tank of gas and just chilling, play some video games on your phone, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be freaking down for that. And one thing that's really cool too is the single motor.
Yeah.
It only costs $39,000. So that's like a cost of like a normal truck.
Yeah.
Did you guys see like how they're built? Like it's all robotic. Like it's all AI. Like putting it together.
Really?
Like there's hardly any workers. Like Elon Musk has a video on YouTube where it's just like he shows his workstation in California, and it's just all robotic putting together the cars.
I believe it, because they're all doing
It's
like
super insane.
The presentation over in like a NASA space station or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but when I look at this, I definitely do see the future. I definitely do see like, you know, a change, and I do think, you know, like companies like Ford, Chevy, and then like Dodge and all that are gonna start steering toward like electrical vehicles. You know, because gas and oil does really affect our environment. Just look at Phoenix. You always see pollution and smog just from people driving on the 10. You know, it's crazy. But yeah, I would buy this in 2 years. I got 2 years to save up, so I'll be down.
Yeah,
I'll always be driving around Tesla trucks.
Alright, so switching notes. So a rapper has passed away at the age of 21 from overdose, allegedly. Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
Juicy?
Juice WRLD?
Juicy.
Do you know who Juice WRLD is?
Yeah, Juicy.
No?
Okay.
He's a rapper. He used a Sting sample on one of his songs that was really big.
A Sting sample?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's a 21-year-old rapper, and like he's super like mainstream.
Yeah.
And he passed away from like was it Percocet overdose? Yeah, Percocet overdose.
Something like that. I heard a theory that there was like security officers going on this plane, and to hide it, he took all of them.
he took all the Percocets.
Yeah.
So they found like 70 pounds of weed in his plane.
Damn.
That's an insane amount of weed.
So that's it.
Oh. That's it.
Dude, how do you guys feel about that? Like,
It's probably Kush. Aw.
Like
how do you
overdoses?
feel about like all the drug like? So like we have Mac Miller died from overdose. Juice WRLD died from overdose. Like it's just there's a theme behind it.
Chris Farley.
Yeah. There's a theme around it, like.
Robin Williams.
And it just seems like they're young. It's getting younger, like the younger generation. So Mac Miller is probably like 25, I think.
Yeah.
And then now it's a 21-year-old.
I don't know. I just think it's crazy, man.
But like all the songs like from nowadays, like from today, they're all about like taking like
drugs,
like pills, yeah.
You know.
Prescription
I don't
drugs.
know. Like drug in the music drug overdosing in the music industry is nothing really new.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
new. But it's like pills, like prescription now. Like
Yeah.
before, it was like the cocaine, it was the heroin.
yeah, you know.
But now it's just like stuff that's in your mom's cabinet.
Yeah, it's just I honestly do believe that like opioid overdose or addiction is huge in our in our generation, I would say, just because of how easy access it is for everyone to be able to get it. And it's just, you do crazy shit when you're young. You do stupid shit when you're young, you know? So it's...
You feel like you're invincible.
Yeah. So
that is true, yeah. You never think of today's the day.
Yeah. And you never think that, like, oh, a pill could just shut down all my organs while if I take, like, one or too many. Like, you work in the pharmacy industry. You know all of, like, how deadly it is if you fuck up your calculations or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't imagine being that young and rich, too. Like how does nobody in his group tell him that's not a good idea?
It's all hype.
They're all probably high.
They're all riding that, you know, that money train, dude. Like, if you get young or you get rich too quick, you know, you don't know how to handle it. You start blowing out on all these things. You start letting the bad people in your life, you know, the bad influences. So you start doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace to that guy, man. But
yeah, R.I.P. He's too young. He was too young.
21. That's our age, dude. That's crazy.
He's younger than us.
Yeah. I still can't believe I'm turning 23 this coming year.
Yeah, me too. I'm tripping out about it.
Like, I was like, okay, 22 is alright. 23, I'm like, oh shit,
I'm old.
Slow the fuck down, you know. I was like 21 yesterday.
It goes by fast. Like, everybody says it goes fast, but once you get into that work life, like, a lot of my coworkers tell me, like, once you start working, like, years just zoom by, and I feel it's the same.
I feel like after 25, it's just gonna go by fast.
My brother told me once you hit 26, your body starts to fail you. Like, and his bro told him that too. It's just like, like all the stuff you did in life just catches up with you. Like, oh fuck my back, you know, like, oh shit, you know, I'm getting this right here. Like, you start feeling body pains, and I told him, I'm feeling that now. I'm not even 23. Like, 26 gonna be like, you know.
Watch Damien's knee.
No, it's this knee. Like, it locks up every now and then. It's like, god damn it. I'm gonna be regretting.
Sometimes like my ankle would just like it locks up too, like it would just go stiff, and just kind of like what, nothing even happened to you.
It's all like my body hurts when it rains.
Yeah. Aging's crazy. Like I remember talking to my cousins when they were like 23 and like, dang, you're old, but now you're that age now. You're just kind of like, I don't feel that old yet.
But it's crazy. I saw this meme, and that could lead to our next subject. But I saw this meme. It was Baby Yoda. Like, it looks it's like Yoda, like old Yoda. It's all like, or Baby Yoda. It's like when I hang out with my older coworkers that are like 30 or 40, I feel like a kid. But then like when I go hang out with the younger generation, I feel old as hell. Like, it looks like the old Yoda right there. I was like, dude, that's how I feel. Because, like, whenever I hang out with my parents or my older coworkers, they're like, yeah, you know, I feel like the baby, you know. But when I go talk to my brothers and my sisters and then their friends come over and I talk with them, I'm just like, I'm too old, man. I can't be doing this stuff. But,
you are too old. Oh, I'm just kidding.
So I can see your gray hair from here. Oh.
Everybody can. It's my wisdom.
So who did you guys grow up to look up to, and who did you look up to growing up, and why?
For me, like Michael Jordan was always the greatest. Like, from a competition standpoint, nobody could mess with him. Like, that's always been my idol from the beginning.
Yeah, keep going.
How about you? Conan?
I didn't start listening to Conan until like I started getting into the Big Bang Theory in high school, or not high school, like junior high-ish.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. I mean, it could be Conan. Conan is like a high second, but it'd probably be like John Lennon or Paul McCartney.
Beatles always. You guys are probably like elementary.
Yeah. It'd be always them.
So it wasn't Tatum?
Oh. So it was Bill Cosby. Oh.
That's all. I'm having my drink. Okay.
So see you later.
He's all like, how come you didn't say Joe Shirley?
He's my hero.
Oh.
Okay, so my hero, he wasn't really human, but he's an anime.
Oh, Goku?
Goku?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, man.
Oh, he's not real. Cell killed him.
Oh.
Everybody killed him.
Oh.
At least somebody. At least you
Raditz
died.
killed him.
Everyone's died at least once.
Raditz and Cell killed him.
Bro, don't even start with that. Everybody has died at least once in the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Boo hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
Not die.
I think.
Boo? Yeah, Boo. Like what? Like Majin Buu? Yeah, he died.
No, he was always inside like was it Super Boo, and then he was inside Kid Boo.
No,
but he
when
never
he had
got
the halo around his head.
Did he
He
die?
died.
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
Goku fucked him up.
No,
Man.
I thought it was Vegeta.
Both of them did.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
I didn't.
When, how did he die?
The Majin Buu saga, I'm kind of like.
Yeah.
I never watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
It was
but-
really
So no, they went back in time.
Oh! They never bring drugs in.
Yeah, no, I just remember like the big Boo having like a halo around his head.
I think I remember that.
I can't picture
Dude
him with
slept
the
during
halo.
the Tournament of World Power.
He would mess everybody up.
Biggest disappointment ever, man.
I was hoping he would turn what was that guy with the like the main villain the main like fighter.
Oh, Jiren?
Yeah, I was hoping he'd turn him into a cookie. Oh,
Eat him. Damn, that would have been crazy if Majin Buu just went through all his transformations again during the Tournament of Power. Everyone would just be like, have at it, Boo, you know? But then Jiren just like, it shows him. But yeah, Goku was, I don't know if it was just Goku, but like, you know, the entire Dragon Ball Z universe was just a really big part of my life growing up. Where it was just like, you know, excuse me, to where like you see a problem in front of you, you have no choice but to deal with it, so find a way to beat it, you know.
I really like the storyline, like
Unless
of never giving up. Like even though you lose, like you never give up.
Unless you're like Goku, you're always looking for a fight.
Oh.
So, Raditz killed him.
Freaking that up.
Raditz didn't kill him. Piccolo killed him.
Well, Raditz, he was supposed to like jump out of the way, but Raditz like.
No, he held Raditz. And
Yeah,
he
and then
checked
he was
the
like,
blast. You know, so he sacrificed.
But it's still the same way Raditz killed him. It was like, by the fact that
kill him.
Raditz was fucking him and Piccolo up.
No.
He was messing both of them up, and then they had Goku like.
Who
sacrificed
did
himself.
though? Who's dead?
Both of them.
You never see Raditz again. Ever again. Maybe like in, I forget which Dragon Ball it was where the dead came back to life and like.
I think that was GT. I think it was GT.
That was GT?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So it didn't really happen.
Yeah, so GT's not relevant anymore. We don't speak of GT.
No.
That's it.
What are you guys talking about?
That's all Yamcha used to fight. It was a mess up. Goku. It was a mess
The
up
greatest
Goku.
fighter.
When he was a kid.
Krillin used to mess up Goku. He's bringing up old weak characters.
Master Roshi. Oh.
Master Roshi's the dude though.
Yeah.
Master
I
Roshi's
like how
the
he
dude.
gets buff all of a sudden.
The old man with the cane is like, you know.
I really thought he was gonna die in this last season.
Dude,
I thought he was gonna die.
so scared.
I was like, oh, he's actually gonna die.
Yeah.
I never expected it because they never went that far.
Yeah.
Messing with Master
Like
Roshi.
I got like I was like, okay, he'll get up, but then like once Beerus said get a sensu bean ready, I was just like, fuck, Roshi's getting his ass whooped, man. I felt bad for him.
He didn't deserve that.
Old man didn't deserve that. Just pick him up and toss him over. You didn't have to whoop his ass. Yeah, but like, you know, just adapting and overcoming any situation that you're faced with, you know. Like if you can't figure out a way traditionally, fucking break through your limits and create a whole new solution.
So when did you start watching Dragon Ball Z?
I was a kid. I was a baby, man.
I was probably like first or like second grade when I
Yeah.
started watching.
I just remember watching like Ed and Eddie at night, and then like Toonami.
Dragon Ball? I used to watch Dragon Ball.
Toonami, and then Dragon Ball Z would show up. I'm like, hell yeah.
I used to watch Dragon Ball, and I transitioned into Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, like my uncle, he was watching Dragon Ball, and then like I think it was when we were really young when Dragon Ball Z came out and all that.
And then like I was watching the English version. Like I didn't know they had the Japanese.
Yeah, me neither. So like, you know, I remember some of my oldest memories. You know, my uncle always had like the action figures. Like he had like a little Piccolo.
I had a Vegeta.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
I had a Goku where like you press a button and like his Kamehameha used to spin.
I had a Vegeta action figure where he'd be doing the galactic gun pose, and then there'd be like a huge blast coming out of him. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I like it. You know, it's always been a part of my life, and you know, it's for good reason. Even to this day, freaking Dragon Ball Z Super Broly. You know, last movie that came out after the Tournament of Power, and I even showed Damien this really sad video before you came here, like Goku's last day on Earth. It was like with the manga and all that, like the cartoon and all. I'll show you after, but it was just.
They say that every time.
It's
every time they come back.
It's always sad. Like, dude, like, do you ever picture like a life when Dragon Ball Z just stops?
There's no way.
No way. Like, it's just like
Goku's gonna be like 22 for the rest of his life.
Saiyans grow old or
Gohan's gonna outlive him, or Goku's gonna outage him at some point. Gohan keeps getting older, but Goku stays the same.
We'll be 70 years old and they're still making Dragon Ball Z movies.
Pretty much, you know, Dragon Ball is such an iconic, you know, it's gonna be like.
Yeah. It's something that does well overseas and here. Like,
yeah.
That's a combination for just like a good show.
You know, I wonder how many transformations there's gonna be in like 50 years. Like how many?
There was only like 3 going up.
Yeah.
There's only 3 now. There's like 6 already in this like past season.
There's like, you know, Ultra Instinct, God Blue, then God Red, and then this is like a.
Was it Kai or God Kai?
Oh, Kaioken, or
Kaioken Red or something.
Kaioken times like 10, and then 20, then Super Saiyan God Blue times Kaioken. It's crazy, you know, but.
What was Broly's? It was in like Legendary something, Legendary Saiyan or something.
His was different because like when Saiyans turned into great apes, you know, he was able to harness that power without turning into an ape.
But what was that called? It was like Legendary Super Saiyan something.
Ozaru. It was called Ozaru or something. It was called like what they call when they're. I'm getting too hyped.
Nick almost started kicking. Like he was fighting Broly.
Flashbacks. But yeah, like it's pretty cool. Like they have a lot of paths they can go on and all that. So Broly, I think is gonna turn into a good kid. But yeah, so he's Goku's my icon, man.
Okay, so if you could go back 5 years, what advice would you give yourself?
Wear back brace.
Oh, now that one hurt. I'm gonna have to edit that audio because we clipped so hard on that one. Is that your like a serious answer or pretty much?
I don't know. Like this 5 years. Where were we 5 years ago? We were high school seniors, right?
Yeah.
Seniors.
Doesn't seem that long ago, to be honest.
It doesn't, no. It doesn't seem that long yet. It seems so long ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. I've done a lot in those 5 years, and I don't really regret any of it.
Yeah. Same here. Like, I don't regret a lot of things. I find not to dwell on the past, you know.
Yeah.
So if I would. I don't know. It's hard. So probably I'll get my own advice is not do this podcast.
Need to get the TiVo.
So I'll make a podcast with just Nick.
So pre-order Dragon Ball Super Broly. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what I would tell myself.
Ooh, that good toilet flush, I can hear it. Did you know, like, the Beatles, like, during, Can't Buy Me Love, you know the song, Can't Buy Me Love?
Yeah.
Anyway, during the session, they wanted to end it with a toilet flush.
Really?
Yeah, but their producer, George Martin, he's like, no, let's cut that out. That's not real. But anyway, okay, so.
I would tell myself, like, to invest heavily and, like, digital stuff. So invest in Amazon or invest in Netflix would be my
like money wise.
yeah money.
Okay.
Like just start pouring money into it because like everybody knew it was gonna go digital, but nobody really knew.
Oh,
Like
invest in Bitcoin.
Oh, cash out before it goes down.
No, like, that's crazy. Like I heard, like somebody bought like a long time ago bought like $1 worth of bitcoins when it was little, but now when he totally forgot about it. But when it came huge, he looked at what it's like almost $1 million.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like how much money that I made.
That's
But it was like not like $1, but like a couple dollars.
That's how crazy the stock market is, man. Like
Yeah.
I actually tried doing some of the stock market with my brother, like using an app and all that. It's crazy, like how your money you can invest like $100, and then like if the shares go up like 1 or like 20%, you know, that $100 can change to like 100,000 really quick.
Could you imagine living like in the 1920s when the crash market or the stock market crashed
Yeah.
and then the Great Depression happened?
How do they even communicate that? Like, like oh shit,
Smoke signals.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
like, well,
Like you'd be like
I can't imagine the stock market being like not digital. Do you think they had like the old school movies like operator, you know, this?
They
right?
probably
Yeah,
had like
probably.
people running like notes and shit.
no, it's robots.
But no, and it didn't only affect like the United States, but it affected the whole world.
Really?
Like like it like infected
The flood.
it like happened to Germany. Like Germany had a really bad depression.
That's when we were at power, like the power.
That's why that's when that's like
And then that's when was it? The president like made all the national parks and like it was employing people from
that's
the
I think it
government.
was Teddy Roosevelt. No, it wasn't Teddy. Maybe it was Teddy Roosevelt. But but he like went to the Grand Canyon.
I think he started. I think it was like Eisenhower. I want to say.
Eisenhower. No, Eisenhower's in the 60s.
Never mind. It was someone who made the government bigger. I can't remember his name, but some white dude. It's some white dude.
Oh.
It's always marks out Obama.
Everybody but Obama. He's some white president.
Like during that time, like, can you imagine just like getting rations and like you only eat once a day? Like you have to walk everywhere. You only have like a couple pairs of
Naruto
clothes.
Oh, so what recession?
My herd of sheep was still good.
My sheep's worth 200 either way.
So the prices just go up for me. You want my sheep? $500 now.
But back then, nobody could afford $200 sheep.
Oh,
Like,
how do you think it would have been for us though? Because we didn't really need money.
we just bartered.
Basically,
Yeah.
you know, like.
I mean, I guess for like our native tribes, but everybody else was just like in desperate
everyone
need
was
of
in
money.
hell because
Yeah.
we didn't know how to survive off the land. It's pretty true.
But after that, World War One brought us back from the depression.
That's one thing I learned is
Yeah.
like from school. So like whenever the countries were like in a depression or whatever, the quickest way to regain money is to go to war.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shit.
That's why we went to like Iraq and like took all their oil and.
This was all like, fuck, it's kind of fucked up. I need money, so I start a war.
The trippiest part about it is, during World War II is when I learned that Hitler tried to tell Mexico to start a war with the United States.
Just to mess us up, huh?
Yeah.
Just to have us join.
Yeah.
Just to have us join.
They stopped the German submarine that had held the message,
Uh-huh.
and it said that Hitler tried to have Mexico start a war with us so they can have another front to fight.
Back them up.
Yeah.
Dang. I think I remember.
But who's trying to start? Who's gonna fight in Mexico? Everybody's trying to leave.
Oh.
So do you guys think 9/11's real or fake? So this is like whole thing. Like everybody thinks 9/11 was fake because it started.
I have mixed feelings about it because at the
There's
same,
iffy spots in it. Like
like
you
the
look
only
at it-
part that's trippy is like when they said that like when the plane hit, it started blowing up from the bottom and then it fell.
Yeah.
Straight perfectly
Yeah.
down.
Or like it hit and then like it blew up on the other side.
Yeah.
And
Like
boom, and then go.
all the like I watched a video of like a bunch of architects and saying that if a building fell, like if it was hit by a jet, it wouldn't fall straight down. It would fall like that. Yeah.
Like, or if it hit, like this one would just go like that, and then like
Yeah.
this part would still be standing.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Yeah.
just like perfectly fell
And
straight down.
there was
Yeah, it's kind of like if you hit a metal and it bends like that, it bends.
And they said that the jet fuels wouldn't be able to melt.
Be hot enough to melt it.
Not that many stairs, it would be able to melt it to where it bends, but not to melt to where it liquefies and just drops.
Yeah, and just totally just destroys the whole building. In my opinion, I honestly do think it was I don't know who did it, but I do know that no damn plane fucking blew that shit up, destroyed it.
Just one plane, destroyed the two tallest towers in the United States. Just one jetliner just blowing up. Yeah. I couldn't imagine that.
That's why you live in Hogans.
Oh! And then I also watched another video where it's saying that people around the buildings heard explosions afterwards. Yeah. But at the same time, that could just be reverb bouncing off the walls and stuff. Yeah. Because since I learned about audio, and I was like, man, that might be the cause. But
then even news reporters at that time when it was happening, they were bombs went off and but they didn't report no planes. You know, other stations said that there was a plane that hit.
I just don't understand how this person was going all the way and nothing happened. He made a reroute, and they knew it was rerouted, but they didn't do nothing about it.
So it would take an hour and a half, and you know how TSA and all that, not really TSA, but how they track planes. Where
they didn't know it was missing.
They didn't know it didn't go off its path and go to New York and be hey, you know what the fuck's going on? Tell the Pentagon hey, some shit's going on, fucking fighter jet.
And what tripped me out is they found the IDs of them, the supposed pilots. If it melted the fucking beams, how was the fucking little plastic IDs, license gonna?
Or they left it they left it on the runway.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, it's it was a very sad moment for the United States.
Everybody that died.
Everybody,
Because I remember being young. I didn't know what was going on, but everyone was in a panic.
Yeah. Have you seen the Casey Neistat video about it? He said he was in New York and he was homeless and he was staying with his buddy who lived very close to the towers. And when it fell, he had to run, and he said that the ash was blocking the view, so he couldn't go back into his buddy's apartment to get his clothes. So he had to dress up as a pretend construction worker to go up and get his clothes. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And also, Conan, he said that he had to watch the whole. He could watch the whole thing from his apartment.
Damn.
Living in New York, could you imagine?
If you're in that, that's one thing I kind of if a natural disaster were to happen here, just the traffic.
We're done. We're all done. If we were in the rest, we'll be alright.
Yeah.
But here we're done.
I always imagine what if a zombie apocalypse?
There's a nuclear plant here too. There's a nuclear plant.
Yeah,
when that shit blows up, we're all done.
Yeah.
We're all done. Zombie apocalypse happens.
No.
Too many people.
The nuclear plant blows up, turns people into zombies. That's a double no-no.
Or the Hulk. Oh.
I met the guy. He's good.
Yeah,
just rush hour.
I'm gonna throw this pen at you. Oh.
I'm going back to the mesas.
Oh.
But dude, rush hour is bad enough. Just imagine if everybody just got up and started driving everywhere. There's no way you could make it out. You'd have better luck on foot.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of here.
Waiting for Elon's tunnels.
Oh.
How do you think that's gonna be?
What?
The tunnels?
What do you mean?
He's making trucks. Where's his tunnels at? He's supposed to save traffic and everything.
Tunnels? What are you talking about?
He's making tunnels?
He's making tunnels?
He has a tunnel in LA that's it's a highway. Or he's supposed to make it.
Oh, I didn't hear.
You guys didn't know about that?
No.
And he's supposed to be making it in Chicago too.
I read that he was supposed to be making 1 million electric taxi cars for New York too, but he never did yet.
See, that's what I'm saying. He hypes all this stuff up, but he never comes back on it. Hey.
Oh, that's me. Oh, hold
it's
on.
time.
Oh no, that's something else.
But yeah.
Sorry. Why aren't you at work?
Oh.
Well, we are at work.
So why aren't you at work? I am at work. There's your boss.
I respond at my other job. Oh.
Working overtime.
What makes you guys most curious about life?
Yeah, we come with the questions.
That's a good question. What makes me curious about life? Okay.
So I'll actually do my work, Avery.
Oh.
I did like 2 topics today. I did 2 topics.
Okay. What makes me curious about life?
I wouldn't say nothing makes me curious, but I'm motivated to take care of my parents.
Yeah.
Like,
one thing that makes me curious about life is, okay, I have a goal. Okay, I have a goal in life to be able to achieve. I want to go do stuff. I want to be able to go see places and all that. My curiosity is like, all right, how the fuck am I going to get to my goal? Mm-hmm. It's going to be creative, my own unique way of how I'm going to be able to achieve this goal. That's my curiosity. I'm just like, okay, I want to do this. How am I going to do it? Yeah. And that's kind of like a cool challenge to me,
The most curious thing about life that I want to know is about the afterlife. It's like, what happens when you die? Like, do you go, do you just
You should listen to my brother's podcast.
Like, do you just, shout him out real quick.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
It's called the Hogan Podcast. What?
No, it's we charge $10 for plugs.
$20 per ad, $5 per shout out.
SeatGeek is an amazing
No, I want to know, what happens, I ponder on this, a lot, what happens? Do you get, there's a lot of cultures out there saying you get reborn, you go to heaven, I want to know what that part is.
You become the Force.
Oh.
Shout out to you, bro, right here. Bikija, Spiritual Lessons and Tales.
How even do you spell that?
Okay, B-I
B-I-A?
B-I apostrophe K-I, I got a hair on my arm. B-I/K-I/G-I, Spiritual Lessons and Tales.
It's like the worst shout out ever. I got a hair on my arm. Why'd you have to make that?
I'm trying to move. My hand's all tickling me. That's for you, bro. It's from the heart. You know I would fuck that up. B-I-K-I-G-I. Spiritual Lessons and Tales.
Alright, Nick, you're done. No more shout outs.
That was the best damn shout out I've had.
So there's a hair on my arm.
Mid shout out, he's like, there's a hair on my arm.
It's all like B-I/ there's a hair on my
So, I'm gonna have to cut that out.
No, don't you dare cut that out.
So they look up hair on my arm.
Hair on my arm podcast.
I got hair on my arm.
Podcast.
Oh, my throat's hurting.
Alright, so I think we're gonna end the episode there, guys. Link in the description. Use our promo code.
Leave a comment on Avery's videos too.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Ask questions if you watch
Hair on my arm podcast. Go like and subscribe.
But leave comments on on the videos. So if you want to know questions about us, just so we can have more content.
Yeah. You know what you do.
You can't leave contents, no. Nick.
Smash the like button.
Bye.
Hello,
it's Damien from the Fourth World Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. New episodes will be up every Sunday. You can find us on YouTube, Stitcher, Apple, and Spotify under the Fourth World Podcast. Also, follow us on Instagram, and thank you for listening.